podcast. Today, multiplying negative and positive integers. So there's two rules that we want to remember when doing this. First, a positive times a positive, or a negative times a negative equals a positive product. The second rule we want to remember is that a negative times a positive, or a positive times a negative equals a negative product. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. That way we can get a better understanding of this. So we all know that 2 times 3 is 6. But let's break that down a little bit to help us understand it even further. This is basically saying if we have the number 2 and we have it 3 times, we get 6. So this could be written as an addition problem saying 2 plus 2 plus 2, and we know that that equals 6. Now, let's take a look at negative 2 times negative 3. We know that a negative times a negative equals a positive product. So, 2 times 3 we know is 6, and we have 2 negative symbols, therefore, it is going to be positive. Now, we don't have to write the positive symbol there, but I'm going to go ahead and write that sign just to make further clarification. Now, we have negative 2 times negative 3. So this would follow under negative times a positive equals a negative. But let's see exactly why. So our number we have is negative 2. And we have it 3 times. So that's the same as adding negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. So if we were on a number line, we could look at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to begin by going negative 2, which means 2 to the left. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, which puts us at negative 6. The same is also true if we have the negative number come second. So we have 3 negative 2's, which gives us the same addition problem and the same results of negative 6. Now, notice how we have a positive or a negative and a negative. That means 2 negatives equal a positive. 2 is an even number. Therefore, whenever we have an even number of negatives, we know the product is going to be positive. Negative times a positive or positive times a negative. We have 1 negative there, or an odd number of negative. Therefore, when we have an odd number of negative numbers, integers, we get a negative product. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. So if I have negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, how many negatives do I have? I have 3, which is odd. So the rule states if it is odd number of negatives, it will be a negative outcome. So let's take a look at this just to make sure. So if I have negative 2 times negative 2, well, that's 2 negatives, so that's a positive 4. Now I have to multiply it by the third negative 2. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. We know 4 times 2 is 8, and because it is a positive and a negative, we get the negative symbol. Therefore, the easier way to do it is count up how many negatives you have, and if it's odd, it will be a negative. If it is even, it will be a positive. So if I were to add, or if I were to multiply this by 1 more negative 2, let's see how that works out. Negative 2 times negative 2, 2 negatives equal a positive. So 2 times 2 is 4. Now, 4 times 2 is 8. And because one of them is negative, we know that's negative. Now, 8 times 2 is 16. We have 2 negatives. Therefore, we know it is going to make it positive. And this has been multiplying negative and positive integers. Thank you for watching the Royal Math Podcast. Have a good day.